Jacob as they discuss the ever-changing world of trading card games. TCG Buzz starts now.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dalton, back at it again for TCG Buzz. Oh, that little mini break felt so good. No lie. I'm also here with the one, the only, Ginger!
Hey, I was off screen for reasons.
And now he has to get his mic all hooked up, yada, yada, yada.
All right.
So a little Q&A, huh?
We are doing a Q&A. Some fair warnings for you guys. I'm running this live stream, even though I'm right over here. So if anything's going wrong, bear with us. We're trying.
We're trying, but we're trying.
We actually have some new editors coming on to help with the channel, but none of them are quite ready yet. So I'm running everything. Isn't that fun, Dalton? You don't trust me one bit, do you?
We're going to be here, guys.
We're going to be here. So at the same time, I'm going to be reading off the questions for this Q&A video. I'll also be monitoring chat. So if you guys want to ask us even more questions in chat, you can do that.
Yeah, just throw them into chat.
So that's kind of exciting, right? How does it feel to be back?
Back, I feel rejuvenated, you know? I feel kind of like recharged.
Dalton spent the entire break like going to the spa every day.
I wish, man. Spent every day working at my real world job, I guess.
So we're going to go over a bunch of questions that were asked in our Discord.
Which you should join if you're not a part of it.
Yeah, I put a link
so the next time we do this, you can have your questions in there right away.
There's a link in like literally the description of every video we do, guys. You should be able to find it. Mm-hmm. So I will be checking our Q&A chat that we have just for asking us questions, and I'm going to be scrolling up all the way to the newer questions, get all the ones from today. Keep going, keep going. There are a lot of questions.
It's right there.
Right there. Okay. All right. So let's get started.
Let's do it. What's the first question?
First question. Do you think more attribute flags are a good idea for Buddy Fight? More special flags?
It depends on what attributes they're for. Because if it's another kind of chaos ordeal, we're gonna have problems. If it's more like executioners, guardians, Einan's Y, I think we'll be fine. But if it's more where it becomes too much of a problem, then we got something to say to Bushi.
I think part of it for me is how do the flags interact with cards that already exist, but also how will they react to cards that will come out after them. So I like to define flags almost in two categories. Open flags and closed flags. Get it? Open the flag, you know. But you've got these ones that are ecosystems of their own that don't have a bunch of crazy tech-ins and don't get tech into other things. Best example would be Parade of 100 Demons.
Yeah, it's true.
And to an extent, basically every flag could be argued to be put in there, but essentially I count it as like stuff that specifically only supports their flag, or like, for example, cards that you can only use their ability if they're in Y, for example.
Yeah.
I think the more you design the flag so only cards designed for them can be used, the better. And that goes for the opposite, too. You don't want them grabbing in a whole bunch of cards that they shouldn't be using, but you also don't want other normal worlds to be able to use their cards that weren't intended to.
Yeah, almost in a sense of Gate of Darkness Dragon. It wasn't a huge thing, you know. Being able to just throw that into, like, say, your size 1 Black Dragons, or just anything with size 1s in Darkness Dragon, and just calling them on your opponent's turn, you know, that's like a pretty decent example of that. It's not the most broken one, obviously, but it's a decent example, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Was there a broken one? I can't remember.
Not offhand. But yeah, good question. That was from Vulcan. Thanks, Vulcan. Yeah, some good questions. Let's see, what else do we have? Roxas asks us, what leader card should I play in Dragon Ball Super?
Piccolo.
Piccolo's pretty good.
And he's not even out yet. Best part.
I mean, like, my usual answer is if you can't decide, always go with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Really good.
Bergamo.
Oh, no.
You need a little bit of spice in your life. That's my response.
Next, we'll answer Nathan's question. Nathan's someone who recently joined our Discord and has been getting into buddy fights, so that's why I know the context for this question. What is the biggest draw to this game? He means buddy fight. For inexperienced players to stay in the long term.
Well, it's kind of a hard question to answer because everyone's drawn into things differently. You know, you could be the person who's like, well, there's 100 people at my locals playing this game. Well, I'm going to want to play it because everyone's playing it, and I just kind of want to be a part of that. But then in turn, if there's no one playing it, and you start getting into it, and you're like, well, this kind of sucks. I'm wasting my money, and per se, and it's like, why even bother with this card game then? Then you have the other people who just want to collect the cards because they're like, oh, wow, there's this cool art, cool foiling. Let's collect these cards. So there's a bunch of different factors and so forth that go into drawing people in. So it's kind of a hard question to exactly give you the right answer.
You know, one thing I like is the fact that there's always something new in Buddy Fight. You know,
That's
there's
true.
always a new
each
big
season,
deck.
Each season brings in a new mechanic or new big thing, you know.
And
like
it's especially good if you're a
overturn.
big deck builder, you know, that helps. But at the same time, Buddy Fight's really good at, usually, at legacy support, so, you know, older archetypes aren't completely abandoned. I do say usually, though, because there have been some bad times. Are you ready to move on to the next question?
Yeah, I am. I think that's probably the best answer we could have given for that question.
Let's see. I'm scrolling through.
Are you going to narrate everything you
Yes. This person said this. Which is more preferable? Games that count life using cards, such as Card Fight Vanguard, Duel Masters, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Super, I guess, would also count. Or games where it's counted as points, such as Magic the Gathering or Buddy Fight.
No. I like both styles, I'm not going to lie.
Well, which is more common? That's a good question.
Well, if you go by more common, I'd have to say cards as life. Because as you just read off, there was a lot more. But if you want to go bigger named in a sense, you have Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Two of the biggest TCGs in the world, and they do the whole point system. And then you have Pokemon, which is the oddball. But
Yeah.
Pokemon, it's kind of a bad style of thing.
I like both. They each have their own pluses and minuses. I don't think either one is necessarily better. I like the fact that at competitive events, when it's based off of cards, I don't have to, you know, bring a life counter with me and be like, all right, what's your life? What's my life? What's your life? You know. But I feel like you get more options with life generally. You know, if you notice, card games that use cards for life don't generally have like, oh, gain 3 life, and then this card that loses you 3 life. It's more rigid of a system.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall. But a good question. I'd say, personally,
Point system probably for me.
I'd lean slightly toward cards, but ever so slightly. Yeah. Also from Jewel Rider, just like that last one, for Vanguard players, will you miss stand triggers now that front triggers are there?
Personally,
Yeah.
yes. Mainly because I did play Nova Grapplers.
More stands.
I need to
Stand monster card.
I need to stand for days. But it should be fun with the whole front triggers thing as well. Mm-hmm. That should be a fun little thing to do as well.
Me? No. I don't miss them. I always thought they were kind of confusing anyways because of the fact, like, why have something that any clan can use that's also, you know, the main mechanic of certain clans? I thought that was always kind of a little weird.
You know, just like more stand, man.
Why are Aquaforce and Nova Grapplers so impressive, you know, that they can stand up when every clan can do it?
Because they can do it more.
Yeah. But personally, no, I will not miss stand triggers. I think the other triggers are better, man.
Of course, you got the heal trigger. It heals you.
Heal triggers for days, man. Okay, let's see. Another one from Dual Writer as well. My question is, which is... Oh, wait, no. No, that's the same question. Jacob, you're messing up. Vulcan asks, will sun dragons give me cancer? No.
Yes.
Only if you don't wear sunscreen. Hey!
You didn't read the rest of that question, did you?
No. What clans do you like to see best in Vanguard and why? Or do you not to see? What clans do you like best in Vanguard? You already mentioned Novas. Oracle Think Tank, man. Which is cool because, you know, both of ours are getting support really early on in the reboot. I always loved Oracle.
Probably. Even though I never played them, I did build a deck for one of our friends back when he was big into it. And I really liked the whole...
I always also liked Gold Paladins. They were always fun. Bluish Flames, man. they were my favorite for a long time. Later on in Vanguard, close relatively to when I got out of the game, was really getting into Tachikaze, playing them dinosaurs.
I don't know, I feel like they're more Zoids.
Maybe. Next. Let's see. So I'm like, yo, we don't have enough questions. I'm like, Marie, can you got this? Can you give us all the questions?
Wasn't there like 36?
Yeah, pared down a little bit. Let's see. No. Are you guys interested in putting more editing flair into various fights into match videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Like with the whole overturn thing, kind of make a dramatic thing, or even when the person, like the best one was the 100 Demon matchup against the Omni Legend Will deck. Mm-hmm. Just draws the right card. Evil laughter.
No, I think ultimately we're gonna have to green screen ourselves into like one of the buddy fight.
Dude, that'd be. Show. We have to use the ace one because we have to look like we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but buddy fight.
Right now we're only doing live streams because our editing team's not quite up to snuff yet. Soon we'll be reintroducing them very, very soon. Mm-hmm. But they're probably going to be quite simple at first as our new team of editors learns the ropes and gets better.
Learns the ropes, gets better, gets faster, stronger, harder. Whoa, wait, that's Kanye.
Don't do a Kanye, don't do a Kanye. Do you think that the Buddy Fight show can only be enjoyed as a cheap, cheesy comedy and not as a serious show? Many players who play it and watch the show in English only really do as a comedy.
You obviously have not watched Duel Masters.
Duel Masters was great.
That is comedy.
No, like Buddy Fight, man.
It's helpful with some rules. It's especially helpful for newer players, in my opinion, because it really does explain the rules a lot more in depth and makes it easier for players to get into it. If there's something crazy that you don't know how that interaction goes down, it kind of shows you. Like the one episode in Triple D where Gaito had one item equipped and then he equipped his Dragon Force. The item skill still procs since it was only being placed into the drop zone, which kind of opened up the door a little bit more.
We are reading questions from chat, just haven't gotten to them yet. No, I think the show's good sometimes, but I like it more in like a Cliff Notes version because like the overall story can be pretty entertaining. It's the execution that sucks. And my biggest problem with it is Buddy Fight's anime gets very repetitive and predictable. Like when they're actually throwing in good twists and stuff or doing things that I wouldn't have expected, I like it. When they don't, I can't even watch it for the comedic value. I don't know if that's fair to say, and it's probably not, a shared opinion of everyone's, but that's where I'm at, which generally for me ends up with me like really watching it heavily in the early parts of the season, to see what's different, and then dropping off.
And then Dalton makes fun of him all the time.
Yeah, like, hey, have you watched the new episode of the anime? I'm like, no.
You scrub. Get out of here.
In the chat, Anime X Manga asks, how do you feel about the Link Dragon deck so far?
The Link Dragon deck?
Yeah, the Ancient World
deck. Forgot the order.
Link Dragon order.
Because it's very simple. Dalton will be executing Order 66. And that's all I have to say. How about you?
10 out of 10.
Is it too much D?
Yeah. So far, the most interesting of the decks they've shown off from Ace. Like, no contest.
All that D share, man.
All that D share. Let's see. Let me see if there are any other real good ones. From Lucario Knight, how do you guys feel that in the anime, Peruko is Gao's wife?
I still don't believe it. I can't believe it. The fact that she was so gung-ho on Tasuku.
Yeah, she totally had a crush on Tasuku. She settled.
She totally did.
She totally settled.
It's sad to say that the protagonist of the first 4 seasons.
I mean, where is he now? See, he walks out on his family, or maybe he's kidnapped or something, but probably it's Gao walking out on his family to go.
Maybe he is a working man.
No. It's
the
Gao.
Mikado style.
Mikado style, get money for the family.
Exactly. But no, I still can't believe it, but I guess it was kind of gonna happen in a way. Because she did show some interest in Gao, because Gao was like the second major.
She's still settled, though.
She's settled.
But the best thing...
Or did Gao settle?
I really like her design in Ace. Like, it's simple, yeah, but that's what I like about it,
Eh? Well, you can't be too flashy.
So, just to comment, am I the only one who thinks it's weird that Yuga keeps a picture of his parents on his bedside table, and it's, like, not even a recent photo, it's them at, like, 14 years old? Is that weird? Guys, is that weird?
Whoa. Maybe it's just because it's the only picture of his dad that he has.
Well, that's kind of sad, if true. Big if true, man.
Yeah, hey.
Lucario Knight also asks, serious question, how do you guys feel about Dragon World, Star Dragon World, and Ancient will get support in every main set?
Well, Dragon World is not going to change, obviously.
No, I mean...
That's been the thing.
Really, it's, hey, how do you feel about Star Dragon World and Ancient World getting support every set?
Ancient World I'm happy about, because Ancient World's never really been a major thing.
Star
Dragon World, if I could swear, I would swear. I'd be like, F off Star Dragon World, because technically they've been in the past 3 in a sense. Well,
like
they'll
3
be in the
seasons
next,
is one
they'll
of the
be in
main
the
decks.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that we're going to get a little less of the ups and downs for the main, like look at Star Dragon World with Prism Dragons. They weren't really relevant at all until the end of the season of X. Until
they started off strong, then everything else got supported, and they were just like, and we'll dip, and then we'll come back, and then they fell like.
I think this is a great time to get into Buddy Fight. I'm not sure yet until we start seeing stuff for like set 2 and set 3 how it's going to affect us long-term players. Mm-hmm. But for a newbie, this is literally the best time I've ever seen to get into the game because of that reason.
Besides the original.
That no matter which of the start decks you choose, you're going to get support for the next year, guaranteed.
Very true, very true.
Let's see. Let me see if there are any other good ones I can see right now in chat. Not at this moment. You guys got more? Let me hear them. So back to the wall of them in Discord. Let's see. Let me pick one that's fun. We already talked about that one. Marie wants to know, Jacob, did your dad cry when he heard you call his Modite your daddy? Well, I mean, he didn't especially tell me he did, but it's assumed.
He cried tears of joy.
Oh, yes, because he knows I'm a man of true taste.
No, that he doesn't have to worry about me calling dad anymore.
Okay. Number 8 from that list. Buddy Fight, being the expensive card game that it is, needs reprints. We can't talk about reprints, and I can't tell you why. Is that a good tease? Yeah. I
just nod my head and agree.
Dalton's been replaced by a bobblehead. Here's a question just for Dalton.
Oh, no.
Did you seriously say in the last live stream that Kamen Rider was a ripoff of Power Rangers? Apparently it's an old one, not the last one. But you apparently said that once.
Because he is.
But he is
better.
It is?
But he was better.
Oh.
Because he used cards, man.
What are we even talking about?
Dude, Kamen Rider was... Well, if everything... Well, I shouldn't get into that because we haven't seen any cards for it. So
I have no idea what we're talking about, guys.
You don't know what Kamen Rider is?
It's like a Power Rangers knockoff.
Yes.
But, I don't know anything about cards or anything like that. I've never seen an episode. I know the designs are more, are different. They're what Guy Granders are based off of.
Yeah.
Or Cardians. Yeah?
Cardians would be the best, but worse because they're Cardians. But basically Cardians because of the whole belt system. That's kind of what Kamen Rider was on. But Kamen Riders were basically Power Rangers, except you had good and evil ones. So, plot.
Does anyone in the studio still watch the Vanguard anime?
Which one? The reboot one or G?
I actually did finish G. And I watched towards the end. I never actually stopped watching the anime because I do find the Vanguard anime more entertaining than Buddy Fight. Oh god, I'm gonna be crucified, aren't I?
Don't worry, I got the thing outside. We got this.
Oh no. I like the Vanguard anime. I think it's really good, and it's mainly the main difference is because of the writing of the characters. I really like. I have not seen a single episode of the reboot yet, though. Not because I don't want to. I fully intend to, and the people I know who have been watching it say it's really good. I'm just waiting for a couple episodes to, build up so I can binge them.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched
it. You watched season 1.
I watched season 1, loved it, tried to get into season 2, and then I'm like, I'm done. And then I tried to get into G, and then I was done.
Ooh, this is a really, really good one. I think this is my favorite question so far. To all of us, both of us. Do you guys watch any other card game YouTubers? And if so, can you say who they are? Yeah, man. I'll take it away. We can't even start talking about card game YouTubers without mentioning our boy, Buddy Jacoby. Hey, look at that. But no, seriously, I watch a couple for, Buddy Fight, Vanguard, that. But lately I've been watching a lot of Yu-Gi tubers. Oops. I failed.
I watch Yu-Gi tubers too.
Yeah.
But I watch Buddy Jacoby, Cobalt.
Cobalt Claw, yeah.
Cobalt
awesome
Claw.
Channel.
Speed
Team
Robo.
Plays for Days is pretty fun. Speed Robo. We're
Team
gonna
Plays for Days.
Hopefully he and I fight each other for the 3rd time this upcoming regionals. That'd be great.
Lose?
I am 2-0. That's a challenge, Speed Robo.
Do I watch anybody else? Not that I can think of. Do watch a few Yu-Gi tubers, a few super tubers, if that's what they're going to be called.
I don't watch Dragon Ball YouTubers or whatever you'd call them for them. It's usually hey, I need to check out a deck profile for this deck. You know, it's not something I watch all the time.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And if there are any that you guys know that you're like, oh my gosh, how did you not mention this? You guys can
let us know. We'll definitely check them out. Yeah. And if it's worth my time, I will definitely waste the rest of my days watching them.
Another one from chat from Lucaria Knight. Such a good question. I'm really happy that we get to talk about this. How do you guys feel about how Yuga and his friend have a YouTube channel?
But it's not on YouTube.
It's. Did they even name what it is?
I think they did.
First of all, insiders. Why are all their videos done live streamed?
Because they're better than us.
Oh.
They're just that perfect. They've been doing it since birth.
Being the nerd I am, I was watching it, and what's the guy's name? The friend?
Yeah.
We've just been calling him Camera Kid.
Camera Kid.
I was looking at his setup. I'm like, oh my gosh, he would have such a terrible video picture using that type of camera with no shroud on it, outside light levels. The picture's going to be all washed out. And for that matter, how is he getting a decent internet connection?
Dude, that hotspot.
It is the future, though. Maybe everyone... Maybe Buddy Monsters have built-in Wi-Fi. No, but the weirdest things are whenever they intro their stuff and like it does sound like really cancerous YouTube stuff, you know, like the cringy stuff. No, Dalton, no. We just got to do that in sync, like at the start of all our videos now.
That's not happening.
And I feel personally attacked. I'm triggered.
It's like a claw?
Yeah.
It almost makes me think of Jungle Fury. More Power Rangers.
No, but like... It's really interesting, but I don't think they're going to ever go that in-depth with it.
Tell them the story, Jacob.
Oh, no. Okay, so I was watching the first episode of Ace subbed, and I'm like, what is my phone doing? Why are the little bars at the bottom up on my screen? I didn't tap my screen. Oh, that's built into the episode. I'm an idiot. So I thought my phone was broken. Thanks, Bushiroad. But no, it's really trippy sometimes.
Sometimes.
But we're better.
It's too early to say. They only had one episode. We have plenty.
Yeah, that's why we're better.
And technically, it was 2. Because they showed 2. They're just prepared to go off at any time.
Marie's yelling at me because Kamen Rider apparently came first. I don't know anything about Kamen Rider.
When it comes to the U.S., I've always known Power Rangers first, then Kamen Rider. But please, DM me, let me know, right? You know.
I don't know anything about that stuff. Like
because that might be true. Because it might be the same situation.
I didn't even watch Power Rangers as a kid. Like, I've seen maybe, 3 episodes of Power Rangers in my life. No, man. I was the hipster when it came to my Sentai anime. I watched, Beetleborgs. I like Jonathan Rosario's question. It's just why? Why indeed? Why? 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 He's not coming back. He's back.
That's your best at stalling? Just repeating why? Why you so lame?
Because I'm still reading comments about Kamen Rider. Let's see.
I said DM me.
Let's see. Interesting, engaging questions about Chaotic, pass. Questions about the Fire Emblem card game, pass.
I guess.
No, but honestly, Chaotic's awesome. Still looking into getting cards for us to demo it. You'll probably never see a Fire Emblem Cypher video on this channel. We tend to stay away from Japanese-only games. Even though, like, I've physically seen cards for it before. Some guy had them at a regionals, and they did look pretty sweet. So there's that.
I ain't got time to learn Japanese, man.
Ain't got time for that.
I'm past the threshold of learning languages, you know. What else you got? What else?
I'm scanning the list. That's a question for Gaming Buzz. That doesn't go here. How about a question about force of will? So I see a bunch of cool things the card game does right, blah, 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 blah. Do you think Bushiroad should try anything that they do, like putting full arts of cards randomly inserted of all cards, and the point system they do with the QR codes? Do you like that stuff, or just not care?
Don't care for the whole point system QR thing, because that kind of means you have to have like good online game, in my opinion,
or at least good support for rewards.
That too.
And it's Bushiroad.
And what was the other thing? Randomly insert full arts of cards, like random cards, or just high rarity cards, or
I think I don't know that much about Force of Will, man. I've tried playing it before, and I have cards for it still, but like, yeah. Doesn't help that our local community just disappeared for the game.
We had one?
Yeah, we did. And it was like 30, 35 people strong. It was pretty solid. And then it disappeared. How about this? Another question from chat. Do you think Buddy Fight Ace will be good?
Right now, it's looking like Season 1 of Buddy Fight. Cough. Tsuku gets wrecked by a Mikado.
Yes, with an impact.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And Jackknife sucks.
No. Did God use an impact?
No, God didn't use an impact.
Yeah, he didn't have Gargantuan Punisher.
No, I don't think he did.
Because Tsuku had
Looks like we have to go back and watch the first episode again.
No, don't worry. It's in my to-do list because I have to see how many turns it took God to actually beat Tsuku.
Jacob and Dalton watch it on stream, and you guys can watch along.
Actually, question for y'all. How would y'all feel if we did, like, live reactions to episodes? Good ones, not, like, every single episode. You know, like, say, episode 30 of Ace, which is just, like, this baller episode. We can do a live reaction, you know? I think that'd be cool. What do you think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll toy around with the idea.
We'll just throw it on Instagram.
Yo, Brian Ortiz, can you elaborate your question a little bit? And I will answer it then. But in general, with is Ace going to be good? I think it's going to be another season of Buddy Fight. You know, whatever you rate that at, it'll be within a point or two of a usual season. The one benefit this season has that it's going to keep me watching is just seeing the old characters. You know, that's like something they've never really done before. Yeah, just and it's kind of exciting.
Yo, they finally met Genma. What?
Plus, you know, it is a new cast, so that's kind of nice. And they've got the chance to do some good things with, you know, backstories.
That's true. Or they can ruin everything.
Or they can ruin everything, which it is Bushiroad. But
just mind you, all the adult versions of the characters have about 4 solid seasons of backstory.
I gotcha. All right, so if Buddy Fight got a special booster set that was a collaboration where it could be other things put into Buddy Fight.
So like throwing a Vanguard archetype into Buddy Fight
or anything. The example we received was the title boosters of Token Rambu from Vanguard.
Okay.
What would you put into it is the question. Kamen Rider. I want to choose something that's not another card game, though. Seriously, like, why have they not done real crossovers between Buddy Fight and Vanguard? Just a separate thought. But no, if I had to pick something, you know what I'd pick? Digimon. No? Okay. Let me try again. Politics. I want a Donald Trump card. Dalton's still deep in thought. No, but like I like the idea, and I thought it was handled really, really well in Card 5 Vanguard.
The Buddy Tubers.
Yes, us. So us, like everyone in the Buddy Fight YouTube community,
Exactly.
gets their own cards.
Yes. But we'd be all in the same world. We'd be in the Buddy Tube. It'd be amazing. If Bushi does this, I will buy all of the boxes I could buy. If that means I go broke, I do it.
Yo, one of our fan card creators, we've got plenty of them in our Discord community, designed cards based off of us and other Buddy Fight YouTubers. Like, I'll give you a virtual cookie, and we will actually review them and laugh about them and give you a shout out.
You will get your own special fan card live stream.
Ooh. Well, there has to be a minimum 5 of them.
I think that's... Nah, five.
All right.
What now?
I don't know. Anyone?
Is it more Kamen Rider stuff?
Yes. That's all the chat is now. I'll wait to see if there are any more in the chat. I'm going to scan through the Discord channel again, see if we missed anything. That's the Force of Will question. Has anyone here ever actually tried takoyaki? Have you?
No.
Trying to think. Have I had takoyaki? Don't think so.
It doesn't sound familiar enough to me.
No, I think
for my taste buds.
I think the octopus probably would have scared me away. Even though octopus isn't bad, I like it in sushi.
Dude, I would have balled out on that. I love octopus, man. Dang it, now I want to have octopus.
All right, sushi time. Let's go.
Let's go. We're turning this live stream into a vlog stream.
Yep. Just like switch over to me like Facebook live streaming on the phone. Here we are at Sushi Place. What do you guys think of the new cards that are coming out in Ace? Like in general? So the first couple months of support in a new season are always really weird because you get a lot more generic support as they're trying to solidify the play style. You know, who's really going to play all these +3/+3 counterattacks we're getting, you know?
Well, you know, now you can Drago Energy them.
No. So dumb. You know, generally you don't get to the real exciting support to like main booster set 2 in a given season. So I'm kind of holding off to see, but overall it's not bad. I think the Yuga's deck is a little predictable.
Yuga's deck seems like a weird combination of an Evolution Drum and Bots deck. The Astro Dragons seem like Sun Dragons.
They're like stars,
but except
dragons.
Instead of caring about what your opponent has for like placement, it's all about you.
They're definitely the
Then you have the Order. And the Order at least seems different.
Really good. And then we also have, you know, the new Cotton World and Dungeon World archetypes, which we don't know.
And the Danger World one that we haven't seen a single
nothing
card for.
Nothing. Give us more Danger World info.
Just show us one spell.
This part of the video is going to get really aged when they actually do show us stuff.
I just want to see it. I want to see my Danger Boys. It's Jersey Boys, but in Danger World.
Okay. I was not expecting that combination of words to come out of your mouth.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let me check to see if there's any. You guys got any other questions for us? Not really, no. I think...
More Kamen Rider?
More Kamen Rider. So we're actually changing from a TCG channel to Kamen Rider Buzz.
Oh.
Or KR Buzz for short.
That should be fun.
Video number 1. What's Kamen Rider? Because I still don't really.
It'll be.
This is what everyone takes away from this. Not our deep discussion about the future of card games or it's what Jacob doesn't know what Kamen Rider is. Ugh.
This is what happens when you follow Asmodai as your daddy.
You miss out on.
You miss out on real life.
Real Kamen Rider's real life.
It's real life, man.
Real life. That's pretty hard.
But it will never be as raptastic as what was it called? Power Rangers Mystic Force, that actually had a rap song for its. Oh,
weirdly, I did know that thanks to someone sitting directly to my right.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Dalton likes Power Rangers, don't you?
A little.
Some of them.
I've watched almost every single one. I don't think I've watched the Ninja Steel, which is the newest one. Didn't really watch too much of the Samurai one.
There are Samurais. I know there was like a jungle one.
Yeah, jungle.
There was like a rescue one.
Yeah, Rescue Force.
Yeah.
There was a few different jungle ones, technically.
That's as far as my knowledge really goes.
Because you have OG.
I remember there was like some weird special where like a
Neo
bunch of the
Space.
Red Rangers came together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything about it, but it might have had something to do with the moon.
It was just like all the leaders in a sense, and I think what came off of that was it Neo Space? Yeah, Neo Space came off of that, because then you had all these Red Rangers who ended up becoming a new group of Power Rangers.
Ryan P asked a great question. I think this might be our last question today. What is the best way to get into Buddy Fight? I don't have any locals, but would like to build fairly competitive decks. What products should I purchase? I honestly don't even know the deck building rules. All right.
So if
you want to start with some advice?
If you're getting into it, this is perfect since Ace is just coming out. That's the best thing about Buddy Fight is if you jump in at the beginning of a new season, that's the best time because the meta is going to be shifting. And then you're just going to get all these new decks that are most likely going to rise to the top to the meta. And then you can kind of develop with the game that way. The
best way to do it, I'd say, is once the 3 start decks come out, which is, a month from now or so? Yeah. Give or take? A little over, I think. Pick one of them and stick with it. And just keep buying support for it, either as singles, which is a great thing to do, or you can buy boxes and have cards to trade at regionals or whatever. So that's how I'd start off right now. The other thing is if you want to look for more experience, check out Buddy Fight Area. It's like a fan-made digital version you can play.
Basically like an online version.
And checking out gameplay videos from solid channels like TCG Buzz is always a good thing. So there's our advice for you. Anything else?
No. It's that's the best thing about Buddy Fight. Like a new player can come in at the start of the season and then can rise to the top. You remember the one regionals that we went down to, where the new start decks came out for Triple D, and a bunch of people just bought like 2 of a start deck and then built a deck and then it did like super well.
Yeah.
Good times. / bad times, because that was double elimination.
That is bad times, yeah. Double elimination sucked. Glad we're past that era. All right, you want to go through the outro stuff while I go disappear again for no reason whatsoever?
Well, any of the last words from you?
Last words from me. I'm glad we're back. Going to be a whole bunch more live streams in the near future, so if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Hit the bell so you're notified when we're live.
Of what Kamen Rider is?
Just go. Let me do my thing. Thanks again for joining us, folks. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't so already. Join our Discord so you can chat it up with us, throw more questions into our Q&A little channel, or just talk Super Buddy Fight, anything you really want to talk about card game related. Or DM me, we could talk Kamen Rider. I know you want to. Follow us on Instagram. We do post things there. You know, it can be lit sometimes. Check out our shop. All links will be in the description down below. It's basically going to wrap it up from us. So above all else, stay classy, y'all.
Thanks for listening to TCG Buzz. New episodes can be found on tcgbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For box openings, deck profiles, and more, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.